French authorities have accused the United Kingdom of not pulling their weight in a bid to stop small boats crossing the Channel.
A report by the French Court of Accounts says that the UK is failing to coordinate with the French while passing on first-level information, and concluded that the relationship is unbalanced. The Home Office have claimed the report is based on out-of-date information and does not reflect the UK and France's current working relationship, which, by the way, is we give them millions and millions of pounds and they do nothing.
Oh, yeah, they tell us we're not doing enough. We're still joined by James Price, a former government advisor. I mean, look, on one hand, you can look at this and laugh and go, oh, the French, zut alors, they're always complaining about something, just stop the boats already. But, you know, if they're saying that our police forces or whoever is responsible have not been given information that they need, and I think, you know, some of the details I read earlier is they want to know about specifications of boats. One assumes, I don't know, it's to try and trace their origin, who might be procuring them, and so on and so forth. Then surely we should pull our finger out and do that.
Yeah, as you say, my initial reaction to this is to go with 1,000 years of British foreign policy and just blame the French.
Yeah.
Very easy, we get it, the nice cheap laugh at it and all. But if this is even partly true, it's worth investigating to see this, because anybody at home will be pulling their hair out. It's been years now of people coming over here in these small boats, arranged by what we're told these horrible criminal gangs, which they are, aided and abetted by some useful idiots in the sort of charity world as well, to help these people come across and say, throw your papers away, claim that you're this, that or the other and you'll definitely get asylum, blah, blah, blah. But we know we're the 5th biggest economy in the world, a major nuclear world power capable of projecting power around the world, and we can't stop these small boats coming across, with or without the French. It's outrageous.
The migrant crisis in terms of channel crossings is about supply and demand. And what this story revolves around is the French saying the British allegedly know what kind of boats they're using and they know what kind of engines they're using to get across the channel, and that we haven't been giving them that information. Now, I've nothing against us giving them that information and them investigating, because those supplies should be shut down. But if we do that, just like people smugglers, supply and demand, people still are prepared to spend thousands and thousands of pounds getting across 21 miles of water from Calais to Dover. And as long as that is the situation, you can investigate boats, engines, people smugglers as much as you like. You can close down those routes, you can arrest and convict the people smugglers, and pop, 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 they'll all come up again. New ones will arrive. Whilst the demand is there, then the migrant crisis will continue. We need a lot more than investigating boats and engines.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, it goes all different ways, doesn't it? You've got the problem that Britain is seen as soft touch, and I think it is. You know, we've got this huge cadre of lawyers and this whole argument around the ECHR and the slight red herring of Rwanda at this one end. You've got, you know, a massive supply of people who want to come to Europe because, you know, they're nice benefit systems, and they're economic migrants as well who want a better life, of course. But, you know, Australia had this problem, and they stopped the boats by being pretty Australian about it. They were pretty punchy. They turned these boats around. They said, if you come any further, you'll get sunk, and we'll go and take you, and we'll put you back to where you should be. And it worked. And this is the fundamental problem. How have we not got the operational ability to stop some dinghies from coming over here? It's crazy.
You say that, but apparently, because there's been a bit of a foray on Twitter over this, because a particular party that I have nothing to do with, of course, has been proposing that is what happens. And both the Conservatives and Labour Party said, well, you know, it clearly shows that you don't understand human rights legislation. But we would argue, well, surely, well, actually, it's more technical than that, and it should be OK to do it. But at some point, you've got to say the human rights are better protected by preventing these dangerous crossings.
Yeah, I think we're in danger of having both America brain and European Union brain. Right? America, their constitution is the most important thing. It's very difficult to get that changed. European Union, it's hard to get anything ever changed because the EU obviously is massively anti-democratic. In this country, Parliament is sovereign. Any kind of legislation, we can vote to change it. Parliament is sovereign. And, you know, the government needs to do more in terms of primary legislation to get this stuff changed. I trust the British Parliament more than any other parliament in the world to actually care about human rights. But that means human rights of the people in this country as well, not to be, you know, overtaken by tens of thousands of people a year coming here, all, you know, working age people. If you're fleeing a terrible war zone or terrible economic conditions, you bring your family with you, you bring your wife, you bring your kids. Doesn't seem that's happening in almost any case here.